welcome back to Heels in Business. Today you are joining me on a trip to Chicago. I will be working at a conference all weekend and staying on the Monday and Tuesday as well. Finally back home on Wednesday. I will be flying there and back with BA, so I will be sharing that experience with you as well. On the outbound today, I am flying premium. I think it's an Airbus A380. I will double check that. And on the return, I used some Avios points and managed to upgrade to business. So I will be sharing the trip with you. Anything else to tell you? No, that's it. Hope you enjoy. Made it to Heathrow Terminal 5. I left around 11:25. It took 2 hours to get here. I gave myself 3 hours, so it's always good to have a bit of a buffer. There was a bit of traffic, but yeah, here on time and early, so I'm going to check my bag in. I've got quite a lot with me on this trip, and then I'll go through to security. I have made it through security. It was an absolute faff. It's a good thing I turned up 2.5 hours early for my flight, because yesterday anyway I couldn't check in on my app, which was quite unusual, and I couldn't check in on when I logged in online on my laptop either. And it did mention something about an e-ticket number being missing, but sometimes these things happen, and yeah. So got to the airport 2.5 hours early. It said that I had to go to a kiosk ticketing agent. The agent there then said to me, "Oh, you've got no ticket number, I'll ring the ticket office." Ticket office then responded with, "There's no ticket number. My travel agent must have booked it wrong and it hasn't actually been booked. And there's nothing they can do. I need to call my travel agent to reissue the ticket." And I'm thinking, this doesn't make sense. I've reserved my seats. I've even paid for an upgrade on the return, so the booking was made. But they were adamant, no, nothing they can do. Called my travel agent, they checked, everything's fine. I know it's fine because I've seen the ticket number anyway. I even offered BA the ticket number and they said, no, there's a problem. They then sent me to a ticket desk where there were no people, then said to go to F, section F at Terminal 5. There was a massive queue, then they sent me to somewhere else. And in the end I found a girl who helped me, and bizarrely as soon as I said, look, it just won't issue the ticket, she called the ticketing office, there was a ticket number. So I have no idea what BA were doing and what the original first person was saying to me, but they've just wasted my time and almost sent me into a mild panic, because I've got a long haul flight to Chicago, I've got a conference to attend, so I was a bit concerned that I wouldn't be getting on the flight. And really, really bizarre that the second person was absolutely fine. So none of it made sense. Anyway, I'm through now, slightly more stressful than I hoped, and I'm going to make my way to the lounge.
Passengers are reminded that
So my plane is departing from the C gates, but I decided, as I discovered the B gates lounge last time, to go to the B gates rather than the ones at the main terminal. So I took the transit to B gates, went in the lounge for a bit there, and now they've got my gate up, so I am now on my way to C62 for my flight to Chicago. So just waiting to board the plane. This is only a work trip, so unfortunately it won't be as exciting as my trip to San Francisco, where I've got the weekend to go and visit and do some touristy things. But this is pretty much a day in the life, or a few days in the life of a business traveller. So this is what it's like. I get to the airport, I travel, get to the hotel, go to my meetings or conferences, and unfortunately there's very little time for any sightseeing. Sometimes I might get the half a day or an hour or two. So I've got a few hours tomorrow morning before the meeting starts, so I might be able to pop out and share that with you. I have made it to my seat in 65A, and conveniently there's two side cabins here, so I'm upstairs. So this is great to put all my things in. I've got my laptop, toiletries, headphones, everything in there, and then a blanket in there. And yeah, this looks a lot better than Norwegian Flight Premium. I've got two USB ports there. Yeah, all good stuff. So let's check out the world. So this is premium economy with BA. You get the headphones here, which I don't need. So BA always kind of have this tag, which makes it a little bit hard to open when you're trying to do this one-handed. So in here we have very BA coloured sleep mask.
Okay, I got 600 on it.
Yes, please.
5 or 6.
I'll have that. That'd be great, thank you. Sparkling wine has turned up. Theirs isn't as bad. I think the Virgin one isn't that great.
And it turned out.
So what we have, we've got a lip balm here. Looks very pretty and matches, well, kind of matches my nose.
US Bank Harley card to get money out of ATMs in Bangalore.
An explanation about the amenity kit.
I got 73. I got 62 at the airport after taxes. I got 68 at the airport at my good one, right? But I had to get money because I forgot my money.
And the obligatory
I left the house without taking any toothpaste.
I always keep these because, especially when I'm travelling with liquids, the toothpaste becomes really handy. So yeah, it's not too bad. And another different case
the charge card gave me 73.
To keep all my cables and travel accessories in, so not too bad. I would say, yeah, perfectly acceptable. This is the BA blanket, so this, I don't remember, this must be new on their premium economy flights. You can see it seems a lot thicker than what they were offering in premium economy before. And I've got this pillow which also seems improved on what they used to have as well. And after the Norwegian Premium, I would say this is a lot better. Overall, I would say the seat is really good. I really like the side cabins here to put my stuff. It makes it a lot easier. I've got two cabins to myself, and extra bonus, I do not have anyone sitting next to me, so I've got the aisle clear for whenever I want to go to the toilet, and I've decided to watch Aladdin. This is the menu. My choices are beef, prawn and pumpkin. I think I'll be definitely going for the prawn. And jasmine rice. And then car selection isn't as comprehensive as business, but still a very good selection here. I obviously went for my obligatory gin and tonic for my flight. The food has arrived. I went for the Thai prawn green curry. The starter is a beetroot salad with goat cheese, which I do not like goat cheese, so I won't be eating the goat cheese, but I will definitely try the beetroot. And I've got some fresh bread, a bottle of water. I can't remember what the dessert is. A chocolate and pecan cookie dough cheesecake. Can be quite fussy with my dessert, so we'll see if I like it, but in all, it's very good. I've not slept on the flight, I've really been tired, but I have been having issues with the touchscreen. It's been pretty useless, to be honest, and not very responsive at all, so I've ended up having to use the remote instead to control it, and that seems to work. Not quite the same as being able to lay flat in business class, but the storage area makes for a good place to stretch my legs. The flight is nearly done. I think we've got just over an hour left now. I think they're going to do their final service and then get ready to land in Chicago. This is the BA's afternoon service. So this is the BA afternoon meal. It's a margarita pizza. It was a bit difficult to open, and yeah, we'll see how it is. Maybe it will taste better than it looks. I've also gone for a cup of tea. The afternoon snack was fine. It filled a hole. It's definitely nothing in comparison to the business class food. I would genuinely say the food they have now, or at least on the last flight that I flew with BA, was restaurant quality food. It was genuinely very good. I'll see what it's like on the way back and if it's equally as good. The premium economy food, no complaints, but nowhere near as good as business. But that's what you expect. As you can see, I have made it to Chicago, got through immigration really quick. The taxi, though, after we landed, it did take a good half an hour before we could get off the plane, but fortunately immigration was really quick. On the flip side of that, my bag did take a long time to come out, but yeah, it is what it is when traveling. I'm feeling quite tired now. I've booked my Uber. It says it's 5 minutes away. And as you can see, I am waiting outside. The weather's quite warm, and just looking forward to getting to the hotel and getting some sleep now. Driver is 3 minutes away. Made it to the hotel, only took about 35 minutes to go from the airport to here, which was pretty good. The last time I landed in Chicago, I landed around late afternoon, and at that time it took well over an hour to get into the city centre, so it was a lot quicker this time. What I'm going to do now is shower, get ready for bed. I'm quite tempted to unpack my bag. I'm quite particular about that. Even if I'm really tired, I normally like to unpack all my things, especially if I'm in a location for a number of days, but I'll see how I feel. Okay, so I decided to unpack. Got all my shoes there, a few things in the drawer, but most of my work clothes I always choose to hang up, and there's a really nice closet space in this hotel room to do that here. There's the safe and the tea and coffee maker there. What's also really nice is that there is a nice long mirror, so when I get ready tomorrow I can check how I look properly. Some hotels have these tiny mirrors or no mirrors at all, which is always a bit difficult. And the last bit that I always get ready with is my bathroom, so just make sure I've got everything out ready. I like to be prepared for the morning. And it is Saturday morning. I got a good night's sleep last night. Normally when I come to the States I wake up quite early, but because I didn't sleep until I think it was 11:30, I slept until about 5ish. Well, I woke up once at 4, then slept again, and then finally was awake around 6, so that's not too bad at all. My meeting doesn't start until about 12:30, so it's about 7 o'clock at the moment, so I'm going to go to the gym, get a workout in, get breakfast, and then get ready for the meeting. Well, it's been a couple of days in Chicago. I arrived on Friday, then had meetings on Saturday, and conference started on Sunday. It is now Monday, and yeah, it's been a busy few days. I always find conferences quite intense, but overall a good trip, and fortunately the days have gone really quick, which is always a bonus. This evening I am just packing my stuff. I like to be as prepared as I can the evening before I leave. So tomorrow's the last day of the conference, but what I will do is get up, check out, go to the conference, and then as soon as I'm done I will get my taxi to the airport. My flight is at 9 p.m. tomorrow, so it will be a very long day for me, but it's worth it just to get home earlier rather than having an extra day in Chicago. As with most of my trips, it's quite rare that I get to go out and see the city, so I did warn you that you will not be getting a lot of Chicago on this trip. However, today I did manage to get back to my hotel and head out and visit the Bean. I'd never even heard of it before this trip, and that was nice. It's always nice to do something that's not just consumed by being indoors. So I done that on the way to going out to eat, and yeah, that was good. Last day in Chicago, I am all packed, ready to check out and finish the last day at the conference before heading home tonight. When you travel with BA in the evening, you have the option to select whether they wake you up for breakfast. So you can select your seat and whether you want breakfast, what you want, or whether you just want a drink, or very limited, you just want to maximise your sleep. There's lots of options there. is a nighttime flight with BA, so as you can tell it's already dark in the cabin. I've just made my request for my meal, so when you fly BA in the evening, first of all they give you a card where you can pick what time you want to be woken up in the morning. So if you want to maximise on your sleep, they can wake you up 40 minutes before landing, and then you can have a selection of juices. If you want to be woken up a little bit before that, you can get a cup of tea and coffee, and then if you want breakfast, then they'll wake you up. I can't remember what it said, over an hour before. I always like my food, so I went for the wake me up so that I can get breakfast option. If any of you have watched my San Francisco flight, I think it was 747, just the same as that flight. They've got the white company and exactly the same linen that they had. So this is where they have the different blankets that you can set up for your bed. As I've done it once, I know exactly what I'm doing this time. The BA crew have done their usual, so they come round with a hot towel and then have asked what we wanted. So they took our cards in for breakfast, so they've got our request for breakfast in, and the next thing was what we wanted for dinner. And for a evening flight, you can select if you want the express meal, which is just a starter and dessert, or you can go for the main course as well. I am tired, but I opted in to have the full meal. This is the BA menu. And the selection for starters, dinner, main course and dessert. And here it says if you just want the express option, you can let them know, and then breakfast option there. This is the amenity kit that is received on the business class flight for BA. So it has the sleep mask, which I really like the BA one. Socks, and then the usual, the lip balm, moisturiser, pen. This sheet and put this over the main seat, and then I take the dinner sheet, put that and cover over the main seat. But then what I also do is I lower the seat down here using this button and bring the sheet across onto the footstool. And it's almost like I use it like a flat sheet essentially, and then this will be my blanket. I'm not entirely sure that if that's the way that you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I done it on the other flight, and it worked quite well for me, and that's the way I have continued to do it. As you can see, all set up with my pillow and ready for when I want to go sleep. We have just been woken up for breakfast, and I opted not to have the panini because I'm not that hungry, but I'll go for the fruit and the tea. We are about to land in London Heathrow. Really good flight. Slept for a good portion of it. Highly recommend if you ever get business BA to get a seat that's by the window, because you get a lot more privacy rather than being in the aisles. But other than that, the service was equal quality as when I was on the outbound on the 747. So A380, yep, no problems, and got a good night's sleep. The one negative I would say about the A380 to Chicago, and this was the same on the outbound in premium, is that they do not have the new screens for the TV monitors. So I was struggling with the touch screen and having to use the remote instead, whereas on previous BA flight the screens worked really well and there were no issues. So that would be my only kind of like negative comment.